Hello students, welcome to Gradeup, the largest platform to prepare for various entrance examinations. So good afternoon to everyone and welcome to Gradeup. So please, if you are listening my voice, so please connect yourself with our system so we can start the class. Okay. So today we will discuss few questions based on CAT 18 slot 2. Okay, because first part we have already done, and as we know we are solving 12 to 13 questions every day. Okay, so this time we are solving 10 to 12 to 13 questions of that slot. Okay, which held on 24th of November. So CAT 2018 slot 2 question paper, slot 2, the second part of it I will be solving. Okay, so if you are listening my voice and everything is clear to you, so please connect and say hello. It is 6th day of that series. Okay, so please connect as soon as possible. So I'm waiting. Yes, please. So and start commenting also. So okay. So I'm waiting for your response. So please connect as soon as possible. And when I when I give you a question, please try to answer that in 30 seconds. I will give you 30 seconds to solve it. Okay, so read it very, very carefully and try to solve them. Okay. So should I go to the questions straight away? Okay. Hello. Students, nobody is reacting as of now. Yes, please. I told you connect with our system as soon as possible so I can start the class well on time. Okay, so I would be starting my class. Okay, so CAT 2018 slot 2 quantitative aptitude is the part second of it. Part first we have already done. Okay, so it will take near about 35 to 40 minutes to solve these questions. Okay, so the first question of the day is appearing on your screen, and this one is the first question. Please read this question very carefully. It is given that T1 and T2 are the T1, T2, T3 and so on are the real numbers. These are the real numbers, okay? And it is given that T1 plus T2 plus T3 up to Tn, the sum of all is nothing but twice n squared plus n, 9n plus 13. Okay. It is given that T1, T2, T3 are the real numbers. So T1 plus T2 plus T3 up to keep going on and on and on up to Tn. This is the sum of all such numbers, which is nothing but 2n squared plus 9n plus 13. Okay. So this is the sum which is given in the form of quadratic. And as you know, if the sum of any expression is given in quadratic equation or expressed in the form of quadratic equation, it means that series must be an AP. That series must be an AP because the sum of AP is always represented by a quadratic equation. Okay. And it is given for every integer value where n is greater than equal to 2. Okay. So find the value of, if the value of tk is equal to 103, it means kth term of this series is equal to 103, then you have to find out the value of k. It means which term is equal to 103. Okay. Now try to solve this question. Okay. This way. If I put t is equal to 1, let's say if I put t is equal to t, if I want to find out, let's say t1. Then the sum of first term, if I put n is equal to 1, okay, if I put n is equal to 1, then sum of the first term, which is the sum of t1 itself. So if I put n is equal to 1, then sum of first term will come in picture, and sum of one term is the term itself. So put n is equal to 1 here. Okay, so if I put n is equal to here 1 here, n 2n square plus 9n plus 13. Okay, I'm writing it again. If I put n is equal to 1, then sum of the first term is nothing but this is 9n. Okay, so if I put n is equal to 1, this value would become 2, this value would be 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, 11 plus 13 is 24. So T1, this is the value of first term. So this is nothing but T1 also, and sum of one term. If I put n is equal to 2, then sum of the first two term will come in picture, which is nothing but how much? If I put 2 here, so it is nothing but 4 into 2, 8, plus 9 into 2, 18, plus 13, which is nothing but how much? 13, which is nothing but how much? Yes, please. 31 plus 8, 39. 39 is the sum of, please, first two terms. And it is given, the first term is nothing but 24, because sum of one term is term itself. This is the sum of first two terms. It means this is the sum of T1 and T2. If I subtract the value of T1 from the sum of these, then the second term T2 will come in picture. Okay, so as we know, Tn is equal to Sn minus 1. Okay, everybody knows. So when we subtract 24 from 39, this is the sum of two terms, this is the sum of one term, then T2 will come in picture, which is nothing but 15. Okay. Now if I put n is equal to, let's say 3, if I put n is equal to 3, so then the sum of the first three term would be what? 3 3s are 9 2s are 18 plus 9 3s are 27 plus 13. The sum would be how much? 58. Okay. If I subtract the sum of two terms from the sum of three terms, then third term will come in picture or not? So third term of the series is nothing. 39 minus this value would become 19. Definitely 19 or 21. Tell me, it is 19 or 21? It is definitely 19. One more term we want to put. Let's say n is equal to 4 if I put n is equal to 4, then sum of 4 term will come in picture, which is 16 into 2, 32 plus 36 plus 13. What would be the sum? It is nothing but 68, 81. If I subtract the sum of 3 terms from the sum of 4 term, then the fourth term will come in picture, which is definitely how much? Yes, please, 23. It means it is very true from second term and onwards. From second term and onwards, all the terms are in AP except the first term. First term is not the part of this AP. But second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, and so on and so forth. Thereafter, all the terms are nothing but in AP whose first term, let's say AP started from here. Okay. So first term of an AP is nothing but 15, and common difference of that AP is nothing but how much? It is 6, it is 4. Sorry, it is 4. So difference between every two terms is 4. So common difference is 4. And we have to find out the kth term. If I remove the first term because it is not in AP, so this term is nothing but the k minus 1 term, 103. So if we can say that we know that the last term, nth term, is nothing but a plus n minus 1 into d, as we know. Okay, the value of this L is nothing but 103. We have to find out the value of this term is given. The first term is 15 plus n minus 1. It is nothing but what? K minus 1 into d is nothing but 4. Okay, as we know it is nothing but 103. This value would become 11 plus 4k. Absolutely fine. If I bring this value from here to here, this value would become k is equal to 92 by 4, and if we divide it by this, it will become 23. So the value of k must be 23 if the series started from 15. But the first term is also included in it. So the position value of k is nothing but 24. Please keep in mind, because in this AP, the first term is not included. So T1 is the first term, which is 24. T2 is the second term with value of which is 19. Next term was 15. Next term would be 19. Next term would be 23. And AP started from the second term. So the value of 103 is the value of 23rd term of the AP, and technically it is 24th term because in this AP first term is not included. So the value of K should be 24. Are you getting my point? I am very much sure you are getting. Okay. So move to the next question. The area of a rectangle and a square, okay, and square of its perimeter. It is given the area of rectangle. Everybody knows area of rectangle is nothing but length into breadth, and it is given the square of the perimeter. Perimeter is nothing but twice L plus B, and square of it given, and they are in the ratio of 1:25. Okay. Then the length of the shorter and longer sides are in the ratio of, okay. It is very true, this denominator is the multiple of 5. Definitely this ratio is in the form of K and 25K, let's say. So this is K and this is 25K. So definitely this value going to be the multiple of 5. Okay, this value going to be a multiple of 5. Okay. Now we can do this question with the help of options rather than doing by what you call formula. Let's say if 3 and 8 are the lengths of the side, then area would become 24, 8 into 3. And perimeter is nothing but 8 plus 3, 11 into 2 is 22. And square of 22 is not the multiple of 5. So the square of the perimeter must be the multiple of 5 or 25, you can say. Okay, at least 5. When we talk about perimeter of, if length is 8, breadth is 3, 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 into 2 is 22, and square of 22 is not the multiple of 5, so it can't be the answer. Move to this, if 1 and 3 are the lengths. If 1 is breadth, 3 is length, then area should be 3. And perimeter is nothing but 3 plus 1, 4. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 square is 64. 64 is again not the multiple of 25 or 5. Now C would be the only choice that would be there. If the area is nothing but length is 4, breadth is 1, area is nothing but what? 4. Perimeter is nothing but 4 plus 1, 5 into 2 is 10, 10 square is 100, and they are in the ratio of 1:25. Yes or no? So the correct answer is C. Do this question with the help of options, please. This question is damn easy. And if this kind of question appears in CAT, it means CAT is really, really easy. Not a difficult one at all. Okay, so it is nothing but what? Let's say I said B is equal to what? 1 and L is equal to 4. And please satisfy this condition. This condition gets satisfied. It means our answer would be C. Okay, so no need to do this question. 14th question. It is 14th question. Okay, so what about others? Are you there? Please try to answer the question. Please try to answer the question. Okay, and if you are there, so you should answer the question. So move to the question number 14. At a 20% ethanol solution is mixed with another ethanol solution. Okay, there is a 20% solution of ethanol of first kind, and we have mixed it with the second variety of ethanol solution, which having said S of unknown concentration. Let's say the concentration of the second ethanol solution, let's say S. We have mixed them in the ratio of 1:3. We have mixed them in the ratio of 1:3. Okay. Okay. So let's say the mean value, the mean solution, mean concentration is L. So the concentration of the first one is 20. The concentration of second one is, let's say, S%. And the mean concentration is M%. So we have mixed them in the ratio of 1:3, 1 liter of first and 3 liter of second, if we have mixed. Okay. Now what happened? 1:3 in the volume. This mixture, this is the mixture of first variety and second variety. And we have mixed the first and second variety. And we have prepared a third variety of mixture, in which first plus second, the resultant of these two is first plus second. And okay, this mixture is then mixed with an equal volume of a 20% ethanol solution. So we have mixed first and second, and we have formed a solution, and we have taken equal variety of this and this, okay, and form a third one, and the concentration of that one is 31.25, and we have mixed them in the ratio 1:1. So everybody knows if the ratio of the mixture of this and this is 1:1, it means equal quantity we have mixed, and mean solution is this much. It means 31.25 is how much away from 20? It is 11.25. So it should be similar away from this value by the similar quantity. It means the concentration of this must be 11.25 more than this, because this is the least concentration, this is the most concentrated, and average concentration must be in between of these and these two. It means 31.25 is 11.25 more than this. So it should be 11.25 less than this. So it means the concentration of this, add 11.25 in it. So concentration of this will become as 42.5%. It means the concentration of the mixture of first and second, it means mean will be there. That is nothing but 42.5%. Why it is? Because they are mixed in the ratio of 1:1. So this minus this upon this minus this would be same. So this minus this is nothing but what? 11.25, and this minus this is also 11.25. Yes or no? So then and only then the ratio would be 1:1. Very simple. Now concentration of this first and second, mixture of first and second is 42.5. Okay, 42.5. Very true. And they are mixed in the ratio of 1:3. Please keep in mind. Okay. It means very simple. This minus this, it means S minus 42.5 upon 42.5 minus 20 are in the ratio of 1:3. Are in the ratio of 1:3. From here the value of S can be calculated, which is going to be very easily, and it should be 50%. Okay, it should be 50%, and no need to calculate actually. The difference between this and this is 22.5. Why? Because 3 liters of this are mixed, so it is mixed in greater quantity. So this one is mixed in the least quantity. So ratio would be nearby this. Yes or no? So 22.5 divided by 3, it will become 7.5. Add 7.5 in it, it will become 50%. Or you can calculate this way also. Okay, no problem at all. So the concentration of the second one is 50%. So the value of S would be 50%. So you can easily calculate this one. Not a difficult one at all. Move to the next. Ramesh and Ganesh can together complete a work in 16 days. Let's say the efficiency of Ramesh is R, Ganesh is Z. So Ramesh can do R unit of work per day. Ganesh can do Z unit of work per day. In 16 days, this person has done 16 R work, and this person has done 16 G work. This person has done 16 R units of work. This person has done 16 G units of work in 16 days each. So they have completed a task, one task. Okay, and every day they are doing R and G units respectively. Okay, after 7 days working, they have worked for 7 days. It means the efficiency of R is R unit per day, G is G unit per day. For 7 days, this person has done 7 R units of work, and this person has done 7 G units of work. Okay, now what happened then? Ramesh got sick, and his efficiency fell down by 30%. Okay, his efficiency fell down by 30%. As a result, they complete the work in 17 days. It means they have worked for 17 days. If Ramesh worked with the 70% of the efficiency, because 30% efficiency reduced down, so remaining efficiency would be 70%. So instead of 16 days, the work will get completed in 17 days. Okay, it means Ganesh has worked for all 17 days. So the efficiency of Ganesh is G unit per day. For the 17 days, he has worked for 17 G units of work. Ramesh has worked for 7 days first 7 days with full efficiency. Then the work done by Ramesh in first 7 days is 7 hours. Okay. Now, thereafter his efficiency reduced down up to 70%. It means its efficiency would become 0.7 hour. So 0.7 hour for how many days? For next 10 days, because already 7 days he has worked. and work will be get completed in 17 days. So for the remaining 10 days, he has worked at the rate of 0.7 of hour into 10 days. Okay, and they have completed a work. It means this workforce can complete a work, the same work, and this workforce also can complete the same work. Okay, so it means they are equally efficient. So we can equate them. So we can say 17R plus 16G is equal to, this value is nothing but 7R. No? So 7R plus 7R is 14R is plus 17G. Okay. So we can say that twice of R is equal to Z. So we can say R by G are in the ratio of 1:2. It means Ramesh can do 1 unit of work per day and Ganesh can do 2 units of work per day. Okay. So Ramesh can do 1 unit of work per day, Ganesh can do 2 units of work per day. So total they have done 3 units of work in a day. So total work is nothing. Total they can do 2 plus 1, 3 units of work in a day, and they can complete the work with full efficiency in 16 days. So total work is nothing but how much? 48 units, let's say. So total work is 48 units. Okay. Now you are getting. Now it is given, what is the question? If Ganesh has worked alone after Ramesh got sick, if Ganesh has worked alone after Ramesh got sick, okay, it means Ganesh and Ramesh has worked for 7 days with full efficiency. So they can do 3 units of work in a day. For 7 days, they have done 21 units of work, because after 7 days work, and Ramesh fell ill. So rest of the units are nothing but how many? 27 units. Okay, 21 unit they have done in the 7 days at the rate of 3, because why 3? 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 unit done by Ganesh, 1 unit is done by Ramesh. So 21 unit they have completed in first 7 days. So remaining 27 units, need to be done by Ganesh alone. If Ganesh work alone for rest of work for if Ganesh can do the remaining work alone after Ramesh fell ill. So 27 units remain to be done. What is the efficiency of Ganesh is 2. So time taken by Ganesh to do 27 units of work at the rate of 2. Time taken by Ganesh to do the 27 units of work at the rate of 2 is nothing but 13.5 days. So the correct answer is D. It is a very easy question. I have taken little bit more time to explain you. Otherwise, this question can be done in 1 line only. Okay, because I'm a teacher. I need to explain each and everything. If I would be a student, I can do this question in 1 line only. Okay, which 1 line? I have to equate this with this, and efficiency of these two we have calculated. So 3 for 16 days, 48 units of work done. For 7 days, 21 unit they can do. Remaining 27 unit can be done by Ganesh at the rate of 2 is 13.5. We'll take 13.5 days. So I'm very sure that you people are getting. Okay. So if you are what you call loving this session, so please share and like the session also. Okay. So move to the next question quickly. 2 sets A and B. Okay. 2 sets are there, A and B. Let A delta B. Delta denotes the set of elements which belong to A or B but do not belong to both. It means this triangle, I'm reading it as the delta. A delta B means the elements in that set which belongs to either A or B but do not belong to both. So if P set is there which having elements 1, 2, 3, 4, and there is another set Q having element 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think 2, 3, sorry, 4, 2, 3, 4 is not there, 2, 3, 6, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 is fine. There is another set R which having elements like 1, 3, 7, 8, 9, and there is another set S, the element in which are 2, 4, 7, 2, 4, 9, 2, 4, 9, 11, 10, okay. Then what? Then the number of elements are there in P delta Q, I'm writing it delta, and delta R delta S. Okay. So how P A delta B is defined? The element will belong to either A or B, but not to both. It means in P delta Q, only those elements will be there which are either in 1 or in 2. So 2 can't be there. So 3 can't be there. So which element could be there? 1, 4, 5 and 6. Now the elements in R delta S, those could be which are not present in both. Okay, so which are present in both? 3, 1, 3, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so the elements in both 9 is there, which is present in both, and rest are fine. So it means 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 and 10. These are the elements. Those should be in R delta S. Okay. Now we have to take the delta of these P delta Q and delta of R delta S. It means we have to take out the common element from these two sets. Which are the common element? 1 is the common element that can't be the part of it. And which one is the, then 4 is the common element that can't be the part of it. And rest are, I think, fine. So the element of this set is nothing but 5, 6, 2, 3, 7, 8 and 10. So total number of elements in this set should be 7. 3 plus 4 is 7. So the number of elements in these two in this set, which is defined like this, having 7 elements. So answer of this question should be 7. Okay, no problem. Very easy question, very easy. Okay, so move to the next question. 17. From a rectangle, area of rectangle is nothing but 768. So area of rectangle A into B, the product of two sides is nothing but 768. This is the area of rectangle. It is given. And rectangle is formed like this. Okay, this is a kind of rectangle is there. Oh, sorry. Chalo, मान लेते बन गया. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. And what we have done, a circular part with diameter AB. Diameter is AB, and area of the semicircular part is given. So area of semicircle is nothing but pi r square by 2, which is nothing but 72 pi. Pi will get strike out, so the value of r would be 12. It means r would be 12. The value of r is 12. It means if radius of this semicircle is 12, then diameter must be 24. So this is the length of AB. If the length of AB is 24, then the length of CD is also 24. If A, the value of A, one of the side is 24. If the value of A, let's say 24, then the value of B should be how much? Therefore, B should be how much? Divide this value by 24. 24 3s are 72 and 24 2s are this much. Then 32 must be the length of this side. 32 must be the length of this side. Then what we have to find out? We have to find out the part left over. So we have cut down this circle. So this part we have taken away. So we have to find out the length of this. We have to find out the length of this. We have to add the length of this. Okay. So the perimeter is nothing but length of side AD, length of side DC, length of side CB, and the the perimeter of this curved part. It is nothing but pi r, because if it is a total circle, then circumference should be 2 pi r, and it is a semicircle, then circumference should be pi r. Okay. So AD is 32, that length is 32, another length is 24, another length is 2 pi r, pi into r is nothing but 12. Okay. So the length should be 88. Okay. 88 plus 12 pi. So this would be the perimeter of it. So the correct answer should be C. Okay. So are you getting my point? So we have to find out the length of AD, DC, CB, and the arch AB. RAB, which is the circumference of the semicircle. Because this part we have taken away. Okay, very easy question again. So move to the next question. As you know, if ax square plus bx plus c is a function and which is greater than 0, okay, and if a the coefficient of x square is greater than 0 and b square minus 4ac, then b square minus 4ac must be less than 0. If this function is greater than 0 and the value of a, the coefficient of x square is greater than 0, then b square minus 4ac must be 0. It means the graph must lie above the x-axis, and if the graph lies above the x-axis, then and only then it could be positive. For the second one, again a is greater than 0. Here a is also greater than 0, which is coefficient of x square. Here the coefficient of square in both the cases are greater than 0. So the condition of first one is nothing but b square minus 4ac is less than 0. Condition for second one is b square minus 4ac must be less than equal to 0, because the condition, this one is here equal to 1. Now, what is the value of b? It is nothing but a. So it is nothing but a square minus 4. What is the value of coefficient of x square? 2. The value of c is 2, must be less than 0. Here the value of b square is b square minus 4. Okay, the value of a is 1, the value of c is 8, must be less than equal to 0. So we can say a square must be less than, I think, 16. So modulus of a must be less than modulus of a, I am writing, modulus of a must be less than 4. It means the value of a must be greater than minus 4 but less than 4. Okay, and here we talk about 32. So b square should be less than equal to 32. So the modulus of b is less than equal to 4 root 2. It means the value of b is greater than equal to minus 4 root 2 but less than equal to 4 root 2. Okay, now we have to find out the greatest value of this. Okay, and it is given a and b are integer. So to have maximum value, the value of b must be negative. That's why then and only the negative would become positive, and the value of a must be positive. Okay, so a should be greater than 0 and b should be less than 0. Then and only then this will give the maximum result. And as we know, the value of a is less than 4 and it is given a is an integer, then the nearest integer less than 4 is 3. So we can put a is equal to 3. So twice of a minus 6 times of b. So we can put a is equal to 3. So 2 into a. We can put b. We can put the value of b is how much? The value of b should be negative and it is greater than. Please note down that. The value of b should be greater than this 4 root 2. 4 root 2 greater than this is which value? Yes, please tell me. This value is nearby because it is nothing but 4 root 2. As we know, minus 4 into root 2, root 2 is nothing but 1.414. So it is nothing but 414. 4 4 ja 16, 4 1 ja 4, 1 plus 1, 5, 16, 5. And its value should be greater than this. Greater than this means nearest integer greater than this would be definitely 5. So its value should be minus 5. So minus plus, then the maximum value of this expression can't be more than 36. So the right answer of this question is 36. Okay, so please 36 is the right answer. Okay, it is fill in blank. Very easy question, very easy. You need to focus on the theory part. If you know the theory part or the condition of the quadratic equation well, when it would be greater than 0, every quadratic function would be greater than 0 only then if it lies above the x-axis. Then and only then y could be positive. Okay, and whenever this function lies above the x-axis, it means it is not going to touch x-axis. It means the equation should not have real root. If the equation having real roots, it means the value of x is real, then it must touch or intersect x-axis. Okay, fine. That's why I put the value of which condition? Imaginary root or complex root condition. So both the conditions are, this one is perfectly complex root condition. This is not perfect complex root condition because equal to 0 could be there because it is given here. Okay, so we have to put these conditions. So in this case, graph must be like this, and in this case, graph might touch x-axis or at least remain above the x-axis. Okay, so graph will never come below the x-axis. It might touch x-axis because its value could be equal to 0. So y would be 0 here. Any problem? Any doubt? I don't think so. So move to the next question. Very good question this one is, but is it not a difficult one? Okay. There are two drums. Drum 1, okay. Each drum contain a mixture of liquid paint A and paint B. Okay. So there are two drums. Let's say drum 1. So there are two drums. Let's say this is drum 1. And liquid paint A and paint B are there in the ratio of 18:7. In drum 2, the liquid are in the ratio of, that is not given. That is not given. Let's say there is any ratio, A to B, I don't know what is it. Okay. And we have mixed them in the ratio of 3:4. It means 3 liters of this one and 4 liters of this one we have mixed. And we have mixed D1 and D2, okay, in the ratio of 3 and 4. And the mixture of D1 plus D2 we have prepared, and the mixture we have prepared, and ratio of A and B in it in the ratio of 13:7. So we have to find out the ratio of A and B in drum 2. Okay, it is a very simple question, not a difficult one. So how can we do this question? Please look at that. What is the sum of the ratio here? 25. So out of 25 in drum 1, out of 25, 18 portions goes to A. A in drum 1. A in drum 1. A D1 I am writing. A1 D. I am writing DA1. DA1 means 1 is drum 1, A is the liquid A. So if total 25 portions are there, out of 25 portions, 18 portion goes to A in drum 1. It means A in drum 1 is nothing but 72%. 25 out of 18 means 72%. So the concentration of A in drum 1 is 72%. Now concentration of the mixture of A in the mixture, drum 1 and drum 2. Here A is nothing but 13 out of 22. A is nothing but 13 out of 20. It means the concentration of A in the mixture of D1 and D2 is nothing but how much? 65%. 13 out of 20 means 65%. It means A is 65% in the mixture of D1 and D2, and A is 72% in drum 1. Because we have mixed D1 and D2 and formed this solution, and concentration of this solution is 65%. It is average concentration, and the concentration of A in drum 1 is 72, which is higher than this. It means D1 is more concentrated in terms of A, and D2 is lesser concentration, because average fallout always between maximum and minimum. So the concentration of A in D2 would be less than 65. Is that clear to all of you? Very simple. So it is given 72% of A is there in drum 1. So how many liters of D1 we have taken? 3. So 72% in 1 liter, out of 3 liter it is this much. Plus, let's say the concentration of A in D2 is, let's say, A. Okay. And how A%? And how many liters of D2 we have taken? 4 liters. So A% in 1 liter. So 4 in 4 liter, how much? If I divide, 3 liter we have taken from first, 4 liter we have taken from second, total 7 liters of mixture we have made, and the average concentration of A is nothing but 65%. Are you getting my point? It means from here we can easily calculate that it is nothing but 216 plus 4A is equal to how much? How much? Yes, please, 455. So 4 times of A is how much? 455 minus 216 by 4. So 4 times of any, it's A. So by 4. Okay. So it is how much? 239. So 239 divided by 4. So this is the concentration of A in D1. So what is the concentration of B. 4 liter, it means 400. This is nothing but what? In terms of percentage, we have to multiply it by 4. So there is 400% out of 400%. 239 upon 4 goes to A. Then how much goes to B? So this is the concentration of A in D1. So concentration of B in D2 is this much, which is nothing but how much? Yes, which is nothing but how much? Please tell me. It is nothing but how much? Please tell me. 400. It is 1 minus this. It is 100 minus this. So 400 this. It is nothing but how much? Please tell me. Please tell me. 161 upon 4. This is the concentration of B in D2. So the concentration of A and B in D2 is nothing but 239 by 4 is to 161 by 4. It is nothing but 239 is to 161. Okay, question is not difficult. I've explained it, find it with full length. Okay, so you can do this question in no time. For me, the question is of one line, and that line is this one. This one is important. Once you have formed this equation, you have done your job. Okay, so for me, the question is only the solution is this one only. The rest we have made you understand from where we have taken the value, what kind of values we have taken. Okay, so you can do this question in no time also. Move to the next question. On a long stretch from east to west, AB, are the 2 points such that B is 350 km west of A. It means A is in the east, B is there in the west, and difference between them is 350 km. It is given. One car started from A, one car started from A, let's say C1 started, let's say from A, and at the same time, another car started from B. So let's say C2 started from B. In the same direction or not? Okay. If they move towards each other, in opposite direction, so they meet in 1 hour. So time taken by them to meet is 1 hour. Okay. If they move in opposite direction, so time taken by them is 1 hour. And if they move in opposite direction, means if they move towards east, okay. If C1 also move towards east, C2 also move towards east, okay. Then the time taken by them when they move in the same direction is nothing but 7 hours to meet. Okay. As we know, whenever the bodies or the persons or the car move in same direction, okay, then when will they meet? Okay, what is the time taken by them to meet? It's a very simple question. As we know, it is nothing but time taken is nothing but the distance between them minus the velocity of first person and velocity of second person, speed of first minus speed of second, and mod of it. Because it is given, so we have to calculate the difference of the speed of the two. So definitely the speed of car 2 is more than car 1. So V2 minus V1 is nothing but D by 7, and D is nothing but how much? 350 by 7 is nothing but 50 km. So this is the difference between the speed of these two. It is a very, very easy question. So what is the difference between the speed of these two? Everybody knows the relative speed is nothing but V2 minus V1, because V2 is faster. Okay, and it is behind behind of that A by a distance of 350 km. So gap between them is 350 km, and that gap needs to be managed by the car C2 in 7 hours. So it means relatively car 2 is moving 50 km faster than car A. So the difference between the speed of the two person is 50. Very, very easy question. It is damn easy question. Move to the next question. 21. It is given that if n and x are positive integer, n and x are positive integer, and it is given n to the power n is equal to 2 to the power 160. I would like to solve this question. Then what we have to do? And n square plus 2 to the power n is also an integer. Okay, we have to find out the value of n. Okay, no problem. It is given, it is 2 to the power 160 is equal to n to the power n. It means base and power should be same. As we know, 2 to the power 5 into 32, can I write 160 in the form of this? 2 to the power 5 is nothing but 32 to the power 32. It means n to the power n can be solved. So the value of n is 32. Yes or no? Can I write 160, 5 into 32? Can I write it 2 to the power 5 to the power 32? 2 to the power 5 is 32 to the power 32. It means n is equal to 32. Now it is given to us that n square, n is 32. 32 square plus 2 to the power 32 is also an integer and is in the form of 2 to the power x is equal to 2 to the power x. It means it is nothing but 2 to the power 5. We can write 2 to the power 5 whole square. It is nothing but 2 to the power 32. It is nothing equal to 2 to the power x. This value can be written as 2 to the power 10 plus 2 to the power 32 is equal to 2 to the power x. What common can be taken? 2 to the, sorry. Oh, I have to write it again. Okay. It is given everything get what you call 2 to the power 160. Okay. And it is n to the power n is equal to 2 to the power 160. It is given that n square plus 2 to the power n is an integer and a multiple of 2 to the power x. As we know, 2 to the power 5 to the power 32, which can be written as 2 to the power 5 to the power 32, which can be written as 32 to the power 32, which is equal to n to the power n. If we compare the value, then n must be equal to 32 because the power and base is same. Now put n is equal to 32 here. It is 32 square plus 2 to the power 32 is equal to 2 to the power x, which can be written as 2 to the power 10, 2 to the power 5 to the power 2 to the power 10 plus 2 to the power 32 is equal to 2 to the power x, which can be written as 2 to the power x can be taken out, which is nothing but 1 plus 2 to the power 22 is equal to 2 to the power x into some value, x into some value, an integer value into some an integer value. It means this value is 2 to the exponent of 2 plus 1, definitely going to be odd number. This one going to be an odd number. 2 to the power anything plus 1 is an odd number. So 2 to the power x into any odd number going to be there. It means 2 to the power x is nothing but equal to 2 to the power 10. So the value of x must be equal to 10. Yes or no? Very simple question. I have expanded the number. I have expanded the answer. Otherwise, answer can be done. You can do the answer. You can do the question in 1 or 2 lines at max. Okay. Any problem to any of you? I don't think so. There is any problem. Okay. If you are liking the session, so please isko like and share जरूर कीजिए. So move to the next question. It is given that A1, A2, A3, A4 up to A52 be the positive integer, are the positive integers. When A1 is less than A2 is less than A3 less than A3, 4 is less than A5, it means A52 is the greatest and A1 is the least value. The arithmetic mean is 1 less than the arithmetic mean, their arithmetic mean. From A1 to A52, their arithmetic mean is 1 less than the arithmetic mean of the number from A2 to A52. Okay, it means, and that is, okay, if A52 is equal to 100, the value of A52 is given, then what is the largest value of A1? It is a very easy question. A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, I'm putting comma in between, okay, and keep going on and on and on and on up to A52. Okay, we have to find out the largest value of A1. We have to find out the largest value of this one. The largest value of A1 only can be fetched when the value of others from A2 to A52 is least. Then and only then A1 could be the highest. Okay, then and only then A1 could be the highest. It is given that this value of this number, the 52nd number would be, 52nd term would be 100. If all other would be least possible, then and only then A would be highest. What I'm saying? What I'm saying, because their mean is given. Mean means that when we want to find out the sum of all, so we have to multiply mean by the number of values. So sum of these numbers should be constant. If we want to give maximum value to A1, because it is given the largest possible, then the value of rest of the terms should be minimum possible. But it is given that A2 is larger than A1. It means the value of A1 cannot be more than A2. But A2, A3, A4, A5, A6 will hold least possible values. Are you getting my point? Let's say if I remove the A1 first term, and there are 52 terms, and if I remove the first term, then only 51 term remains there, and the last term is 100, then the term number A51 must be 99, the nearest possible value. Okay, as minimum are as these, as maximum would be this one. And because these are the integers, so they should be nearest to this, then the next number should be 98, next number should be 97, keep going and on. So A2 should be 50, A3 should be 51, this one is a 52, this one is 53, and keep going and on. So from 51 to 100, there are 51 numbers. It means it is given the arithmetic mean from A1 to A51 to A52 is nothing but what? We again calculate. So arithmetic mean of these numbers from here to here is nothing but what? First term plus last term by 2, because they are in AP. First term plus last term by 2, which is nothing but 75. So this is the arithmetic mean from this term to this term, from here to here, except the first term. And it is given the arithmetic mean of the terms when first term is included is 1 less than that. It means arithmetic mean A dash of how many terms? Okay, the first term, okay, plus, okay, it is nothing but 74. This is the mean of 74 is the mean, which is 1 less than the mean of this. It means 75 minus 1 is 74, okay, and this is the mean of how many terms? 52 terms. This is the mean of 51 terms. This is the mean of 52 terms. Multiply this value by 52. So you will get result. This is the sum of, now you will have sum of 52 terms. Okay, so you can get sum of 52 terms. Now sum of 51 terms from second term to last term is 75 into 51. Okay, so this is the sum of how many terms? Yes, please. This is the sum of how many terms? This is the sum of how many terms? 51 terms. This is the sum of how many terms? 52 terms. Including A, here A is not including. If I subtract this sum from this, if I say sum of 52 minus sum of 51, then the value of A1 will come in picture, which is going to be 23 definitely. Please, you can do it easily. Please do it easily. Okay. So the correct answer is 23. Okay, very easy question. Go to the next question. Oh, it ends there. So today's agenda we have completed. I'm very much sure that you got the answers, you understood something. I have explained each and every question in full length. I'm very much sure you will be getting each and everything. Okay, so please, this is the schedule for your classes, because we are running running classes on YouTube, and we are solving many things. Okay, we are doing vowels class, we are doing DILR classes, we are doing quantitative ability classes, and we are doing classes for other entrances also. Okay, so please note down this schedule, take the screenshot of this. Okay, now Gradeup is preparing the student for MBA entrances, and we are conducting a free mock test, or you can say scholarship test, from 23rd to 26th. It means it will be conducted on 23rd, 24th, 26th, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th of May. All 4 days it will remain open. So please register for that. Okay, and link is given in description box. So please go to the description box. Okay, so prepare smart, prep smart, score better, go Gradeup, stay safe. So thank you very much.